Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktaya Kanakajalanagatro Dila Sunabdanetro Mrehu Mala Malati Balo Malati Kundamala Tavara Taruna Besho Nilam Pitambaresho Smanadabritina Kunde Radhika Krishna Chandra Bhajami Radham Madhavinda Nitram Smarami Radham Madhurasmitasyam Vadami Radham Karuna Badaram Tato Manoyastikatena Kapi Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama First of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Om Vishnupad Vidanti Swami, Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj, our Shiksha Gurus Chidanti Swami, Sri Gaura Govinda Gosai Maharaj, Sri Bhaktivedanta, Madhusura Gosai Maharaj, all Vaishnavas, Pujapad Sadhu Maharaj, Dandavat pranams. So today we went to very important places of Krishna's pastimes. Only time is a little rushed there in the end, so I want to hear a little bit more about these pastimes at Patrol and the Kurughat. So, in Krishna's time, that time no one using currency. They exchanging goods. So what Brijabasis need, what they cannot get in the forest, spices, chilies, makeup, saris, pots. What you cannot buy in the village, they would sometimes go to Mathura for exchanging goods. And they would take ghee, yogurt, cream, all these things. So as the Brajagopis would pass, they would pass through Patrol on the way to Mathura. Even today, if you want to go to Mathura, you have to go by that same road. So the gopis would pass through Patrol. They would meet with the ladies of Patrol. And when ladies meet together, what happens? Some topics. But what the gopis speak about, that is only Krishna. So, how the wives of the Brahmanas who had never met Krishna become so attached to him? They had never seen him, but hearing about him. Again and again and again and again, you hear the same thing. By hearing about Krishna, mind becomes fixed on him. That is the potency of his katha. Even when Krishna left Mathura, the gopis were complaining so much about him. Then someone said, if Krishna is so bad, why you cannot stop talking about him? Gopi said, that is the problem. Once this black enters the ear, cannot throw him out. So we can give up Krishna, but we cannot give up speaking about him. That is one nectar. Tabakatamritam, tapta jivanam, kaviveditam, kalmasamanam, shavanamangalam, srimanatatam, burividiye, buridejanam. The Gopis said, no, this Krishna Katha is like nectar. If you drink nectar, cannot die. But without Krishna, cannot live. So Gopis say, we are in a very unfortunate situation. We cannot die, we finish with it. We also cannot live. Because we have drunk this nectar of topics of Krishna. So the Gopis, they are not sadhaks. They are siddhas. Especially we call them the ragatmiks. As our body is made of meat and bone, so their body is made of attachment to Krishna, rag. Isti sarisaka raga paramaveshtata. Complete absorption and attachment to anything is called rag. So the bodies of the gopis from head to toe is made of pure anurag for Krishna. Just like you touch a rasgulla anywhere, top, bottom, middle, some taste will be there. So gopis always thinking about Krishna with their minds, always speaking about him with their tongues. So when they heard about Krishna's sweetness, have you met the jewel of Gokul? Who is that? Then they would hear about Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's activities. And especially Krishna enters the heart through the ears. So those wives of the Brahmanas, by hearing about Krishna, their minds became fixed on him, but they've never met him yet. So Krishna and Balaram, of course, their activities are cow grazing. When Bhagavan appears in any swarup, he always acts according to the nature of that swarup. When Krishna came in a Brahmin form as Lord Chaitanya, no cow grazing. Because Brahmin swarup. What's he doing? Hearing and chanting the Vedas, doing puja for others, taking donations, giving donations. So when Krishna appeared as a Brahmin, he acts as a Brahmin. But when he appears as a Vaishya, as a gop, coward boy, then he acting like that. So every day Krishna and Balaram enter different forests. Krishna had 1,900,000 cows. Sri Ram had 2,100,000. Imagine how much all the other millions and millions of cowherd boys have. Who can count those cows? Billions. And all different colors, all merging. Krishna brings his from his cow shed. Sri Ram brings his, Madhumandal. We also have a few cows also. All merged together like many, many small rivers enter into a big river. And they go forest to forest. These 12 main forests of Braj. So, that time was no mobile phones. So the cowboys leave a little early. So the mothers would pack lunch bags and they would send. Today we heard sometimes the cowboys give it, the packages, lunch boxes. And sometimes the mothers have so much affection they go themselves to the forest. But some mix up that day. Krishna went this side and lunch boxes went another side. So the cowboys said, "Oh, Krishna, Balaram, you have killed many demons. Why you failed to kill this demon?" Then Krishna said, "I cannot see any demon." That's right, because he's living in our stomach. He's called hunger. Can you kill him? Can you arrange some prasad? So bat roll, actually always bat means rice and roll means bread roll. So that's where you can remember it. So those Brahmanas, they were attached to the attainment of the heavenly planets. But they were doing big yajna. So all the smell of the kachoris and samosas, that was coming downwind in the nostrils of the cowherd boys. So they said, "Arrange something for us, Krishna, Balaram. We are hungry. And if we are hungry, you must be hungry also, because you and me are the same. So for your service, you should arrange something." So Krishna said, "You go nearby to that village and ask the Brahmanas." But Krishna said, "Don't ask in my name, because Krishna from a little low family, Vaishya family. But Balaram from a royal family, Kshatriya family, the son of Vasudeva. So maybe Brahmanas won't give to low-class persons, but they'll give definitely to Kshatriya like Balaram." So Krishna said, "Go and ask in my name, but in Balaram's name, but don't ask in my name." So a few boys went begging, and the name of Balaram, of course, they also mentioned Krishna. They are nearby and very hungry, so please arrange some foodstuffs. So today we couldn't hear, but one name of Krishna is Yageshwara. Krishna eats through the mouth of the yajna. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains, he is the fire, he is the offering, he is the mantra, he is the Brahman offering, he is the result, he is the ingredients, he is everything. In the yajna, everything there is called Brahmayana, everything transcendental. Just like when we serve Krishna, the temple is transcendental, the Mridangas are transcendental, the Kartal is transcendental, the Kirtan is transcendental, the devotees are transcendental. So in yajna, everything takes on a transcendental nature. The food you offer to Krishna, that becomes transcendental. What you get back becomes transcendental. The mantra to offer Krishna, this is also Krishna. So in Yajna, everything is Krishna. And he is Yajneshwara. He take the offering. So the Brahmanas could not understand who is Krishna. So when the cowherd boys, just like when you're doing puja, if you speak in the middle of puja, your puja is finished. It's considered broken. So when the boys were asking for donations of kichoris and samosas, the Brahmanas, number one, not understanding who is Krishna, and also being attached to attainment of the heavenly planets, they not offered even one samosa to Krishna. They kept silent. So if you ask someone, they don't answer, then the boy said, maybe they don't hear, some wax in the ear. Again and again they ask him, but again and again silence. So the boy is very sad because first time begging, first time rejected. Like you go out and book distribution of the first person hammers you, how you feel? Not too confident. Right? So the boys went back depressed. Shri Krishna saw their depression, he laughed, smiled. Oh, you cannot be upset, a beggar cannot be, they say beggar cannot, what is it? Beggar cannot be chosen. A beggar cannot be accepted. The person not forced to give donation. So Krishna said, you go again to the wives. Why? I always sit in their minds. I always sit in their intelligence. Why? Because they're always hearing about it. So you go and ask again. So when the boys went again, this time not to the men, but to the ladies, Guru Maharaj would sometimes say, ladies a little soft. That's why you see, even in this temple, like 70% is ladies, 30% is guys. Because ladies, even though not too much philosophical sometimes, have natural inclination to serve. Like when you come home, who you are? You ask your brother to give you a glass of water or your sister. Brother will not give, he'll say get lost, but sister will give. So sister have little nature of service. So Guru Maharaj would say that women have a special benediction from Krishna. All they have to do is cook nicely for him and they can achieve perfection. What is the proof? These wives of the Brahmins. So many, many things they had cooked for the yajna, sweet rice, many, many, many preparations. So when the boys came nearby and again presented their offering, Krishna and Balaram are very hungry. Please give them something to eat. And the ladies became so ecstatic, they also become stunned. Then the boys were like, not again. They're also not answering anything. Then the ladies little shook themselves. Oh, Krishna and Balaram have come. And they're very hungry. So even though they're husbands, the yajna, right? Prasadam should be done after the class. After offering, then you can take prasad. But the yajna was not finished. It means it hadn't been even offered to Vishnu. But the wives, so much enthusiastic. They filled 4 types of foodstuffs. That which is Chaturvina Sri Bhagavat Prasada Swadana Tirtam Hari Bhaktasana. 4 types of foodstuffs we should offer to Krishna. What is that? In the Bhusan? Is the Acharya? Come on. Trust Purushottam. Licked. What do you lick? Ice cream, mango, rasgulla. Licked, chewed, drunk, and sucked. 4 types of foodstuffs. So they put in many, many different bowls, also many, many nectar drinks, many things. Silver bowls, gold bowls, wood, crystal, many, many different types of bowls, many, many foodstuffs. And like the river enters the ocean, they could not be stopped, even though their husbands and the Gurujan forbade them, don't go. And Vedic society is so strict. Like even in Lord Ram's time, one wife of a washerman, she not came home at night. So the washerman was kicking his wife out of home. You spent the night outside the house without permission. I will not accept you back. I am not like Ramchandra. He said like that. It's so strict. So a woman goes against her husband, that's a one-way ticket. And that is very simple. We do not understand because these days divorce is so common. But when a girl is married, the father donates her to the husband. We cannot take a donation back. That's why in Vedic culture, woman cannot leave the house and go back to parents. Parents not accept. You are not mine, I have given you away. So husband rejects, then no one will accept that person. Very, very serious thing, no? So husband's too much angry, don't go, stop. This everything is ours. We also offer food to Krishna. But if Krishna took everything, would we be happy or sad? Imagine Kunja's at home, he cooks a big pizza. He offers it to the deity, and there's nothing left. How would you feel? Depressed? Nothing for me? Jivakumar said, if you cook for Krishna and give to him and there's nothing left for you, but you still feel happy and satisfied, this is proof you cooked for him. So offering was not done, and those ladies sort of illegally took everything. Of course not illegally, because Krishna is Bhagavan. So they took all those pots to the forest. And then they saw Krishna resting his hand on one shoulder of one friend, maybe that was Balaram, and swinging one pastime lotus. Like a churning rod, Krishna was churning the hearts of those ladies by that lotus. They saw, Sham we heard today, Shamam Hiranyaparigan Vanamami, so attractive. Dark complexion like a rain cloud, his pitamba around his neck like a flash of lightning, his teeth white like a flock of swans flying against a dark cloud, so much attractive, so handsome. So when those ladies saw him, then they become stunned. They took Krishna into their heart through their eyes. Then they closed their eyes so he could not escape again. This very nice darshan they had. Many, many preparations they offered. But Krishna spoke some, it seems neglectful words to the wives of the Brahmins. Oh, you should go back, just like in the same way he spoke to the gopis. Oh gopis, even the husband is deformed, poor, foolish, unlucky means like bankrupt. Still the wife, harshly not well behaved. The wife should never give up the husband, no matter what. This idea of Nishta is everywhere in the Vedic teaching. Wife should never give up husband despite faults. That means when you come to spiritual life, even if you see some fault in Guru, you won't leave because that training is given. Or like children, no matter what parents order, like Ramchandra, follow that order even if it seems wrong or you cannot understand, follow. So everywhere in the Vedas this idea of Nishta is there. Even these are for material things like parents, wife, husband, varnashram. But still, if you follow even material things nicely, when you come to spiritual life, it will be pre-programmed there. So Westerners easily divorce, so therefore easily they can give up bhakti also. Not just Westerners, but that proclivity is there. So Krishna spoke these same words he spoke to the Braja Gopis, the same words he spoke to the wives of the Brahmins. So imagine when the gopis gave up everything and Krishna spoke like that, then some gopis crying, and nice answer they gave. The gopis more intelligent, so when Krishna ordered, go back to your husbands, then the gopis said, oh Krishna, you were giving nice instructions on religion, on dharma. That means you are now our Dharma Guru, spiritual master. And all Shastra says before serving anyone, one should serve husband. So we'll stay here and serve. Serving Guru. So, yeah. And also many other answers they gave. Krishna in, I think 9 verses asked the gopis to go away, but gopis answered in 10 verses. One extra verse. Krishna could not answer too much and he accepted. Because the gopis came on a one-way ticket. One-way ticket. Saraswati Thakur was there, no? Akshaya Paramagurudev Bhakti Pragyan Kesi Maharaj, he was 16 years old, and he went on the first Navadvip Parikram. I think that was 1916 or something. So, at the end of Parikram, all the disciples were coming to Prabhupada, Saraswati Thakur. Oh Gurudev, we are going. And Prabhupada began to cry. What? Going? You have deceived me. You promised you would give up everything and come for bhajan. With that promise, I made relationship with you through diksha, through instructions. You promised you would give up everything for Hari Bhajan, and now you are betraying me, breaking that promise and going back. Then of course all the disciples were shocked. Prabhupada, we bought a return ticket. Prabhupada, spiritual life means no return ticket. One-way ticket. So Bhakti Vinod Brahmachari was only 16 and he heard that. So he decided, I will not go home. Hearing that, he decided, I will not go home. So the gopis came with fully one-way ticket. They had no aspirations. They really left everything and come to Krishna. Then when Krishna tried to send them back, they said, where are we going? We have come to your lotus feet. We have no other shelter, no other place. So Krishna could not dispel them. They stayed there. Like Hanuman, Guru Maharaj would say, at the end of this war with Ravan, then all monkeys came to Ayodhya. And so many gifts. Ram was giving all the monkeys. I have heard especially all these thousands of wives of Ravan, Ram was distributing them to all the monkeys. I heard like that. Tirthamraj said anyway. But when he was giving them some gift, thank you for your service, return home. But when Hanuman came, then Ram, number one, what I give him. And number two, where I sent him. All other monkeys were sent back home except Hanuman. He was the only one who stayed because he came on a one-way ticket. So gopis came on one-way ticket, but everyone cannot be like the gopis who give up everything for Krishna's satisfaction, for Krishna's seva. So hearing the words of Krishna seems a little cruel. Then those wives of the Brahmanas began to weep. Well, we have heard you are like Narayan. Narayan never give up the surrendered soul. Never, his name is Narayan. Nara means the soul. Ayan means who gives shelter to all souls. And he promised in Gita, Jayata Tamam Prapatite Tamsate Sarvadharma Patite. All these again and again you promise. Give up everything, come to me, I will give you shelter. But now you are going against your own instructions. Do not be so cruel. Even if you just let us stay in the forest, okay, we cannot be with you. But just let us stay in the nearby forest. Then the tulsi, which falls off your garland or falls off your feet, sometimes we can find it and put that in our hair and maintain our lives like Ban Devata. Ban Devata means like forest goddess. But don't send us home. Our husbands will not accept us. So weeping, they replied like that. And many reasons, Krishna is not cruel, but many reasons he not accept. One reason Guru Maharaj said they'd already been enjoyed by their husbands. So we cannot eat something and offer to Krishna. Krishna don't take that. Krishna only take what is pure. I heard one time Bama Goswami Maharaj, we had a dream. Vinod Bihari came in his dream. We are very hungry after lunch. We are hungry. Why? We could not eat lunch. They need a dream here. Why you couldn't eat lunch? There was rice, dal, two types of subjects, puri. In the rice was a hair. Thakurji said, in the rice was a hair. We cannot eat it. So we think Krishna just accept everything. Krishna is not a beggar. No? So another reason, Krishna is only Gop. So he only accepts those in the Gop community. Like when we take Diksha, they ask, what is your Gotra in India? So what is your family lineage? What we say, we are Achyuta Gop. We are also Gop Gopis. So let's become Gop Gopis by Bhajan, how you could go to Radha Krishna. So because they were Brahmanas, not Gops, not Gopis, that Krishna could not accept. And also for Krishna, the Brahmanas are worshipped. What is that? Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha, Jagat Hitaya Govindaya, Krishnaya Namo Namah. Who is worshipful for Krishna? The cows and the Brahmanas. So, who is like Guru, how Krishna could not accept. Many, many reasons. So he sort of neglected, but also he spoke true tattva. Maharaj spoke that at a Kuruga. Forget what is the verse? Krishna said, tattva darshana dhyana. The same feeling, love for me is not achieved just by sannidhi, just by being close to me. Real absorption to me is produced by hearing about me, chanting about me, worshipping me. So, when Krishna said that to the gopis, gopis became angry. They're trying to cheat us again by giving us instructions on meditation. Gopi is not so easy to cheat, but everyone else a little easy. Krishna smiles, Krishna this, who not fall into his trap? The gopi said, Krishna moves his eyebrows, all the women in the universe become his property. It's not very difficult for Krishna to deceive someone like that. But also there's truth in those words also. In separation, how much absorption is there? That same separation, that same absorption is not attained by direct meeting with Krishna. When the devotee, not that we've met Krishna, but we've heard, when the devotee meets with Krishna, so much sweetness. But also fear when he will go. But in separation, the fear that Krishna will go is not there because he's already gone. So in separation is one type of fearless absorption. Like in meeting, the devotee just sees one Krishna, but in separation they see Krishna everywhere. Shamati, Shamgati, Shamhamara. So Krishna speak a little to deceive the wives of the Brahmanas, but still some truth is there also. So Krishna said, do not fear, go back. Your husbands will definitely accept you again, I give my word. So nice thing Maya said today, I never heard that before. That I always heard everyone ate with so much enthusiasm, but Krishna not eating too much because he feels also sad. They've given up everything, but I cannot accept them. So those wives of the Brahmanas, by fully meditating on Krishna, the next life they could take birth as gopis. Next life, but not in this life. One life, have to wait. So when the ladies returned home, then their husbands saw their effulgence. They just met Krishna face to face. Imagine how happy, so ecstatic, how so blissful. So seeing their effulgence, seeing their devotion, the husbands became ashamed. Dig janma yastri vidyate. Dig kulam dig kriya daksham vimuktam yete adoksamam. Our three births, one is by mother and father, or by egg, if you're an insect. First birth is by mother and father, second is by Upanayan, and third is transcendental birth given by Harikatha, study of the Vedas. So our three births useless. Our birth in a high family useless. Dikriya Daksham, our expertise in chanting mantras, useless. Why vimukta jete adoksate? We have all these good qualities, high birth, education, everything. But we, against Krishna, we could not serve him. But just see our wives. They not went to Gurukul. They not took Upanayan, Brahman thread. They not studied the Vedas. They not performed yajna. But they got Krishna. So the Brahmanas too much criticized themselves. So too much also glorified their wives. So Maharaj said happiness and distress. Happiness for the success of their wives, and also distress. So again and again they criticize who can understand Krishna's mind. The Supreme Lord, he has unlimited millions of universes, and he came to us begging for a samosa. We were bewildered, alas. Who heard of Krishna begging? This is very astonishing. Who has millions of goddesses of fortune, he will beg and ask, give me something. Number one, Bhagavan has no hunger and thirst, he has a transcendental body. And he owns everything, who is going to ask? So the Brahmana said, we could not understand, we became bewildered by his maya. The Krishna was nearby, still, the cowboys were finishing off the puris and stuff. So those Brahmanas could have gone, again, to beg forgiveness from Krishna, but nearby was Kamsa's many spies. So they also fear. What happens if we go and do pranam to Krishna? That word will come to Kamsa. Maybe Kamsa will invade our village and smash our village, or put us in jail, or not give us our pensions. So they wanted to go to Krishna, but they felt too much fear also at the same time. So they not went. So all these wonderful activities at patrol. So who cannot write these pastimes? Also, there's always so many instructions inside these pastimes. They're not just stories. The pastimes of Krishna, but also for us there's so much available thing. So really, by bhakti is independent. Many people like Hanuman, no good family. Who else? Subali, who was like Sudra, Vidura. So Krishna does not look at wealth, Krishna does not look at beauty, Krishna does not look at Vedic knowledge or austerities. What do you look at? Just a little bit of seva. So again and again, the same thing. Like there was one old fruit seller lady. She was also living in Mathura. So these gopis would also meet, and she would also hear about Krishna from them. Just by hearing from the gopis, that old fruit seller lady thought, I will go to Gokul, I will also meet the son of Nanda. Well, just by hearing. Anyway, so she went with so many fruits, but no darshan. Second day, no darshan also. And third day, she became so much absorbed. She decided, I will never return home until I have darshan of Krishna. And instead of selling mangoes or peanuts or whatever she was selling, papayas, avocados, instead of saying, buy papita, buy fruits, buy apples, she was saying, take Govinda, take Damodar, take Gopal, take Giridhari. It's fully absorbed. Then Krishna heard that kirtan, even though he was only like 1.5 years old. So he came out fully naked. And this katha we will hear when we go to this Nandagam. But again and again we hear the glories of those who heard about Krishna. Srila Gokul said, what is our main sadhana? Many people in class, we see there in the back of the class chanting Harinam. This is very foolish. Because you can chant Harinam at any time. But you cannot hear about Krishna any time, especially high-class devotees speaking. So Gurudev would say, I'm not so I'm not so high-class, I'm no loss there. But when Gurudev would speak, he would never allow people to like make garlands during the time of class, or what to speak of sleeping in the back. So this main sadhana is hearing kirtan, hearing Harikatha, especially in Kali Yuga. What is the proof? Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj, we never heard he was chanting on japa. But 7 days, he heard Katha very nicely, and he achieved all perfection in 7 days. So Kartik is 28 days. So even if we sleep a few days or whatever, still we have so much chance. So don't neglect. Again and again, I'm not just telling others, I'm also telling myself. Krishna is captured by that person who hears Katha. Especially when we speak Katha, Krishna becomes too much happy. That's why in Katha we all feel a little bit ecstatic. Because Krishna comes to hear that Katha. Krishna says, Chistami Vaikuntha. I do not live in Vaikuntha. I do not live in the hearts of the yogis. Then someone asks, Krishna, where you live? I live where someone speaks my Katha. And Sri Sampradayara's famous story, I'll finish here. 3 Vaishnavas were speaking Katha, and it was dark, nighttime, there was no light. So as they were speaking, all of them felt the presence of a 4th person. Who was that? That was Krishna coming to hear. So Krishna hears, Krishna is captured by that person who likes to hear. Especially we're very lucky to go to these places where the pastimes happen. We cannot see those pastimes, but we can see by hearing. So this Bhatro, Akrura Ghat, unfortunately time was not there too much. It's sad, Maharaj was also cut short. So this old place of separation, these all places we visited today, this is separation place, Mansarovar, Akrura Ghat. Many Sampradayas don't understand this. Why Gaudiya is giving emphasis to separation? Some Sampradayas don't accept the separation of Radha Krishna. Like in Chatusna Sampradaya. They don't accept the separation of Radha Krishna. But Radha Krishna never separated. Then what's the difference between those pastimes and the pastimes in Vaikuntha or Dwarka? No difference. So that separation means increase of prema. So here in Braj, meeting and separation. Especially for us, separation gives too much burning feeling. Like Sadhu Maharaj also said today, when all the wives of the Brahmanas ran to feed Krishna, there was one Brahmani who was stopped. No? Then it's too much separation. I know many examples could give, like you run for prasad and just when you get there, the last samosa is distributed, then you feel extra burn. So when you come so close to something but you cannot get it, then you feel more pain. Like in soccer or football or something, when the ball goes just near the goal, then comes back, all the crowd, ah! So when it's so close but cannot get, that gives so much burning. So actually that Brahmani who was stopped, then she burned so much in separation. Guru Maharaj said, like a green mango, how do you make it ripe very quickly? You put it in a brown bag and you put it in the sun or you put it in the oven. And the heat from the brown bag makes it ripe very, very quickly. So that all the other gopis, all the other wives of the Brahmanas had to wait one more life. But that Brahmani, she not had to wait one life. She gave up the body. Doesn't mean she died. But what impediment was there in her bhajan? Attachment to husband, attachment to children, attachment to dharma, attachment to other things. That was burnt. And then she attained in her suit the seva of Krishna directly. But all the other wives of the Brahmanas had to wait one more life. So tomorrow is rest day. Of course it never seems like much of a rest day. So we continue. Today is 4th day, right?
Yes.
4th day. So Sri Kartik Brat ki Jai.
Ajnana-timirandasya gyananjana